it's already recording. Crap. Okay. Hey guys. So it is me, Brooke, B-Law, whatevs you want to call me. I am back, and as you can hear, Fifth Harmony's album. It's called Reflection. It's playing in the background, guys. The background. No, the background. And I hope it's not too loud because I don't feel like getting up. Because honestly, I'm not wearing pants right now. Like, I took off my pants earlier and I never put them back on. I'm home alone. Like, my parents went out, so I was just like, no pants. But anyway, I really hope it's not that loud. I'm kind of yelling right now, so you can't hear it that much. But I hopefully look a lot better from the first video. I love this song. All day and all night. Anyway, so yeah, I hope I look a little better for you. This is a sequel, I guess you could say, to my last video, which was basically informational about college, what to expect, the realities, all that. Where you going, where you trying to go, baby, baby? Where you going, where you trying to go? This is my favorite song on the album. Put yourself down, but you know you gonna stay. Well, you better listen to the words I say. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Anyway. Cause you got a diamond, it's money well spent. Anyway, I'm done. I just love this song. Okay, so yeah. Since I am home and not on campus where a ton of people can hear me, I will openly speak on this topic. I know, crazy. Okay, so I was gonna make a list. There's no list. Yeah. So I used to write on my hand all the time, and then I got this thing called a planner. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I guess we'll talk about school crap first because it's important. Anyway, so grades, like I said before, okay, grades are super duper important. Make sure you study. Make sure, okay, for your finals, in all honesty, my finals did not stink because I only had one final. All my other classes either didn't have a final because my teacher was like, I don't want to grade that. And I was like, real MVP, shout out to you, nutrition teach, Fletcher Pope. Anyway, and then, when do we keep breaking it? And then other ones, I just had to write a paper, which sounds awful, but no, it's way better than having to study for an exam. Like, you type that thing up, you get your friend to read it, you go through, you edit it, you reprint it off, boom, done. Like, you can get it. I got my paper done. Honestly, okay, my teacher, we had a research paper. It was 10 to 15 pages. Yeah. So, we had to, mine was like 12, I think. We had to write it in 4 sections, and I freaking love this song. We wrote it in 4 sections, and then either way, it sucked go throughout the year having to write it. But then, like, when it was time to turn it in, I literally just put everything together, took out all the unnecessary stuff that I just wrote just to fill some pages, and then I edited it, and I read through it, and I printed it off. I literally did that in one day. It took me probably an hour, maybe. Not even that long. My psych paper is a research paper. I was talking about, what was I talking about? Schizotopy, which, by the way, is a theory that schizophrenia is on a spectrum. We're not going to get into that. I'm not going to get all neuroscience on you. Either way, that was cool. If you need a research topic paper for psych, do schizotopy. My teacher loved it. She ate it up like a yummy chocolate doo-doo cupcake. I felt the need to say doo-doo because I thought of chocolate. Okay. Anyway, I love chocolate. And so, yeah, and that took like 2 days, I think. And it wasn't like constant working. It was like an hour and then an hour. So if you put it together, like 2 hours. But I'm one of those people that I like to take my time because I'm just like, don't feel like cramming. But when you're studying, make sure you have fun. Freshman year, there's a ton of stuff to do. Like, go to your first football game. Go to all of them if you can. Usually home games are free to students. At my school, it is at least. Homecoming. You have to go to homecoming. You are obligated to go. You're obligated to attend the parties afterwards. You are obligated to go. Even if you don't like football, go. Because usually cute guys go to football. And I know we all love that. Even if you're a guy, you know you love it. Anyway, so then segue into frat parties. Okay, so whether or not you drink or you don't drink, frat parties are fun if you go with the right people. Okay, don't go to a frat unless you actually know someone in the frat, because just showing up, unless you're severely intoxicated, it's not gonna be fun. It's not, okay? Like, I've showed up to a frat party before, and I did not know anyone, and I was just like, Luckily at my school, a lot of girls are nice to where you can make friends. Like I made friends last night actually when I went to a frat party. It was Math Geek versus Athlete, and yeah, so that was cool. I'll probably end up making an Instagram for like YouTube people to follow me on, you know, and I'll put that up on there. But basically, like, it was cool, it was fun. But when you go, like, if you don't drink, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure whoever you go with, I love this song too, make sure whoever you go with is very supportive of your decisions. If you say you are not drinking, you establish that before you walk in that house. Before you even get in the car with the person to go, you establish that. And you say, hey, I'm not drinking. And then if you feel like you're going to be tempted, be like, hey, if you see me picking up a drink, just be like, yo, homie, you said you weren't drinking. So you're not drinking. And then you politely take it and then you sip it yourself. But if they are going to drink, make sure you have a DD. Make sure there is a person there that will get you home safely. And if you know the people in the frat, if you can stay with them. If you're a girl, I suggest not doing that because, let's face it, one, you're going to be drunk. Two, they will probably be drunk. When guys are drunk, they have no inhibitions whatsoever. They honestly will take advantage of you. That's just how it is. It shouldn't be like that. That is an awful thing, but that is another topic we will get into some other time. Along with my, never mind, I'm not going to get on that. Either way, point is, like, it's a sad thing, but it's something you need to be aware of, especially if you're a girl. If you're a guy, be aware too, because you never know what's going to happen. So if you're drinking, make sure you have someone who's a DD, someone who will watch out for you, unless you are with guys that you know, like you know they're not going to do anything bad. Do not be alone with them. Do not go in a room with the guy, especially that if you don't know him, because he might seem like the nicest guy ever, but when he's like pushing himself on top of you, yeah, he's not so nice anymore. I personally have dealt with someone who, I thought he was cute, I did, and he, like, he was really feely and touchy, and I am like, I'm not a feely touchy person unless we are in private, we're dating or something, or even if we're not dating, like, I just don't, in public to me, that's just gross, it shows a lack of self-respect. Sorry if that's you, that's just my own opinion, I swear, like, I'm not trying to offend anyone, that's just how I feel about it, but, he was getting a little too much, and thank goodness I had a guy friend there who swooped in and was like, whoa, homie, I need to talk to her. And I was just like, thank you, God, because this is going south real fast, and I was literally, like, pushing this guy off of me, and I'm like, hey, I think you're really upset. You're upset about your ex-girlfriend. I think you just need to chill out. And he just did not understand that. Like, he just, I don't know. Some guys are like that. Like, even when you say no or please stop, they're not gonna know what that means. They'll be like, oh, she's playing hard to get. No, I'm telling you to get off of me. But that's another reason, if you go to a party, have at least one guy with you. Like, besides from the frat, like a guy friend. But the frat parties I go to, I personally do enjoy frat parties because sorry, I'm scratching my tit. It just I personally have friends in them. They're really cool. I have at least 3 guys that I'm like super solid with. PB&J heifers. And then like the rest of them I kind of know just because my roommate, well, she's not my roommate anymore, but we're going to be roommates again. She has a boyfriend who's in a frat and I'm friends with him. So, and one of his friends asked me to go to formal with him, so I'm friends with that guy, clearly. And then I made more friends after that, and then I've been to the house a few times. So, I know a lot of people, to where when I go over, like, as sad as it sounds, they know me, therefore they treat me with more respect. They do not pull anything on me because they're like, hey, she's a regular, she's cool, she's friends with us, we're not going to do anything. If you don't have that relationship with people at parties like that, people will take advantage of you. So that's my like #1 thing. Make sure you are not taken advantage of and do not give anyone the opportunity to take advantage of you. Because it's honestly a sick world out there and you just don't need to let that happen to you. And I hope none of this happens to any of you watching or people not watching. Feel free to link this to people who go to parties, especially if they're in college, they go to frat parties, and they need to know. Because people will tell you stuff, but half the time you're going to be like, oh, that's not going to happen to me until a guy's on you, and you're all like, oh my God, why didn't someone warn me? This is your warning right now. This is it. But also, like, it's a common rule. Don't let anyone give you a drink. Do not accept drinks. Do not drink after other people. If you're going to drink after someone, it better be someone you know, and you better have seen them drinking it themselves. Like, don't let someone make you a drink unless you are watching them, like, physically watching them like a hawk make your drink. And just don't let bad stuff happen. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, bad stuff, is not, no one deserves to have anything bad happen to them. But there are a lot of preventive steps we can take to where it doesn't happen, if that makes sense. It's not like someone's asking for it, but it's like there could have been things done to avoid that happening. So prep yourself before you wreck yourself. Or someone wrecks you. That sounds really bad. Anyway, so yeah, that's my take on frat parties. They're a ton of fun. Make sure you take photo ops. If your friends are drinking, if you are drinking, you take those photos beforehand, because drunken photos are not cute. I've seen people take them and they look really, really bad. You look really sweaty, like your makeup comes off, and your smile, you want to be like, this is how it's going to come out. It's not cute. My music stopped and I'm very sad, but I can't get up because you'll see my underwear. But anyway, so that's my take on frat parties. When it comes to, like, let's see, boys. We can talk about boys real quick. Since I do go to frat stuff, a lot of my guy friends are frat guys. My roommate and I have coined the term FRATBAGS. That's said with love and adoration, I promise. Another disclaimer, I am not in a sorority. You probably thought I was, because a lot of people do. Common misconception, I am not in a sorority. I've thought about rushing. I realize it's not my thing. I'm not that person. But people keep asking me to, and honestly, they're very convincing. So it might become my thing. I don't know. If I find like a solid group of girls, sure. But I'm a really busy person. I feel like I'm super independent. Not saying that you can't be, but it takes a lot of time, dedication, and group stuff to be in a sorority. And I don't know. I'm kind of more of like go with the flow, hang out with everybody sort of thing. So it's for some people and it's not for some others. So you just do you. If you aren't into college yet and you're thinking, oh, should I join a sorority? Oh, should I join a frat? You do what you think you need to do. You can always drop out, but the main thing is with that comes a lot of money. You need to have good money. If you don't have enough money to pay for like your dorm and stuff, don't go join a sorority or a frat, because that's stupid. You might think that, oh, having lots of friends and a higher status is totally going to make my day. No, it's not, because when you're in debt and you're scrounging up for money and you can't even buy cheap Taco Bell, you're not going to be like, oh, at least I have my sisters and brothers. No, you're going to be like, dang, flap it, I'm broke. Being broke is not fun. I've been there at one point. It was not fun. So yeah,